Hey, it's been a while. I wanted to record a quick message before I get out of here for the weekend. And what I wanted to say is, it's been a year since I posted a video, I guess, on this channel. And part of that is because I was burnt out. Part of it is because I'm still doing a lot of things. And part of it was I was hosting a private daily mastermind for agency owners that was the video that I uploaded, but of course it was just for them, the members, and so you couldn't see it. But there was a whole series of about 8 months of that stuff. So, and that's how long I can retain somebody as an agency owner client before they feel that they don't need me anymore. So, and I didn't put a ladder up there. I probably should have of in-person event or something like that, but just had too much going on. So. Took a break from the Cold Star project, the space and defense show that I run. I've put out a new episode. This is on space piracy. That's over on the Cold Star Technologies channel. New format. I did a lot of research on viewer retention. Realized that I was putting an operating manual at the start of the video that probably turned a lot of people off. So I just got rid of that. And put a lot more effort into the video production of that first 45 seconds to a minute. And it takes hours and hours, but from what the feedback that I've got, it's worth it. So Sales on Fire is still a thing. We're still selling that and improving upon it. Where I've been active for that is in Frankie Finn's Beyond Agency something or other. Should have had that open. I've got another thing open here. I think it's called Beyond Agency Profits. Yeah, Agency Lifestyle Design. And that's Frankie Finn's group. We do a thing, we record every Tuesday, but it comes out Thursday or Friday if you just go in there and search for me or Sales Talk or something like that. The video should come up. We've been posting since August of last year. Perhaps you heard of this thing called Hurricane Helen. Helen came into my area. I'm in North Carolina and kicked the crap out of us. I was lucky enough not to be flooded. I was a few feet high. People below me definitely got flooded. Several houses got swept away. I've got videos of that, basically across the stream from me. Our little creek went up 15 feet and pulled some houses away. So it was a scary moment, and our road was gone and our sewer was gone. So I couldn't leave for a little bit. We had to figure that out. The land had to dry out, and we're actually driving in and out through people's backyards. Still don't have a road, but I spent 2 months evacuated in Virginia and made a good deal of money, probably because I could only use my laptop, and that meant I could focus on just a couple of things, right? In this office here, I've got all these screens and lights and distractions, right? I can do all this cool stuff. But, most of it, like most things, the Pareto's Law thing, right? Most things you do don't move the needle. They may be fun, but whatever, if they're part of your identity, you kind of got to keep doing it. So I wanted to say something that's been helpful to me in the past, especially that year 2022. And I interviewed the creator about it on my show, The Cold Star Project, Wes Schaefer. Started 12 Weeks to Peak, which is a sales excellence kind of thing, accountability group. And you can do it alone. I did it alone. It doubled my sales for sure because it made me more active, right? I made 60 videos in that ethical prospecting sequence there. Maybe I'll add this to that. I don't know. And I want to get back to making videos, which is why I'm doing this one. But yeah, so that's at wesschaefer.com/12W, like 12 weeks, right? It's wesschaefer.com/12W. I should go change that in the episode of the Cold Star Project where I interviewed him about it and talked about my experience with it. It basically gets your activity level up so that you're doing more outreach and things that actually result in sales. So that's the scoop there. Kind of things that I've learned. Having not lived in this house for 2 months, I became quite disassociated emotionally from it. If everything had been swept away in the water except for what I took, which honestly were mostly guns and a few other things, I wouldn't have cared really. I realized I could recreate my life with about $3,000, like a bed, place to sleep, that kind of thing. That doesn't count first and last month's rent somewhere or something like that. But it's remarkably little, and half of that was for the tower computer, the graphics card, stuff like that. It's quite a I don't know, Buddhist style life-changing experience, right? Because you quit caring about a lot of things. I did get a nice stereo though when I got back here. I've got a nice surround sound system now, and I've been enjoying the hell out of that with Dolby Atmos. It's the nicest thing I've ever had in my life. So I'm buying all these DVDs to see, like, okay, what's 4K like, and the sound with this thing. So that's been fun. And I encourage you to reward yourself, right? I've never been an Alex Hormozy fan. The grind yourself to death kind of thing just doesn't work for me. I'm not even a big fan of those. What was that book? Those philosophers that come from Marcus Aurelius, right? Don't have any emotions and kind of thing. Like, sure, I believe, emotional control is probably good, but sometimes you got to vent. Sometimes you got to do stuff. And when you find out about the history of him and found that his wife was getting screwed by the top buff gladiator of the realm at the time, like, it kind of sucks the air out of it for me. So it's just a thought. Stoicism is not really for me. So there's more than one way to success. It's like great to look out and follow these people, but don't hero worship. Don't hero worship me. Don't do it. Just find people who you resonate with, who already have what you want, and look to them for the guidance, okay? There's not just one way to success. If there was a simple paint by numbers process for success, everyone would be rich, right? There's stuff like the 12 weeks to peak stuff from Wes Schaefer that are mechanical and get you in the right mindset to be doing outreach, because most of you don't do any outreach, and I'll tell you a secret, some days I don't feel like it either. The difference for me is it's like a 2x4 on the ground I have to step over, and for you it's a 10-foot high wall or something like that, right? Unless you get used to it. But that first call is still the hardest, right? I have to fake myself out and pretend that somebody else is dialing the number, and then like, oh, they're answering. Now I got to do something, right? I got to show up and be me. So don't beat yourself up too bad if you have had trouble with that. But that is the sort of thing you can get in Sales on Fire. Okay, this has been a bit of a long video. I really encourage you, if you're in sales or a company president who needs to do outreach, go over to wesschaefer.com/12W12W and get that. I'll try and put the link in the description here before I get out of here. It's Valentine's Day, so I must go to Virginia. My Valentine is. She is not located near me, so there's always a long drive. But thank goodness for her, because otherwise I wouldn't have had a place to evacuate to back in October. Just as one thing, right? We've had a lot of vacations since then. I've been to Gatlinburg a couple of times. Really enjoyed that. We went to the coast a couple times. Once for a pirate festival. Once for just a vacation, a beachfront vacation. At the end of the year in early January, I rented a beachfront condo, and we lucked out. We got really great weather. I've never rented a beachfront condo before, even though I lived in Wilmington for like 10 years. And so I never experienced like sunrise over the ocean. And I never knew that I liked it. I really could see myself retiring at the beach if I had that available to me, right? So I better get busy making some more money, because A, those beachfront properties are expensive, and B, they're shrinking. The beach was literally shrinking with sandbags right up to our deck, and that was that was scary. But if I want one of those things and to have it for the next 20 years or 40 years or something like that until I die, better get moving. So have that picture in your head of what you're going for. Look at your own money tolerance. If you don't know what money tolerance is, have a look here in these video series. Do a search for Jason Kanigan money tolerance. I swear to God, I've been talking about it since like 2013. It's 2025 now. I want you to think about how many people have come and gone, right? In the internet marketing world, in the sales training world, like whatever. I'm still here. Right? And I do this stuff every day. I'm out in the trenches. I'm a better salesperson than I was 5 years ago, right? And like, I'm a better sales trainer. I've been working with this $18 million logistics company in the last few months. That's been a lot of fun. And I've been doing, tech sales, website sales, $20,000 plus websites as well with a tech partner company. It was a good quarter. Like all my neighbors were like, "Oh my God, we're going to lose our jobs because of the hurricane." And I'm like, "Well, that's tough. I just made more money than most people do in a year in the last couple months." So, and fortunes go up and down, whatever. But the thing is not to get too excited either way, right? But I encourage you, if you are in sales, get over to that 12 weeks to peak thing and get started on it. There's nothing hard there except the showing up to do it. So, and I think this is my first step on it, is doing a video here. And so I appreciate you watching. It's been a while. I miss doing these, and I'd go, "Oh my God, I haven't made a video in 6 months or something like that on this channel," right? And that's a strange feeling for a guy who creates content by accident, It just sort of happens. I've got friends who struggle to make content, and I'm just like, bloop, oop, look, got a content piece happened, right? So if you have a question about sales, please leave a comment below about it, because then I'll know to make a video about it. It's much easier for me to talk to people about topics they're interested in rather than try and come up with something that I hope you'll be interested in. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.